At what point did you start to pick up the pen? Like, what age were you when you found yourself interested in hip hop?
Well, I'm like I said, I wrote for the Source magazine for 8 years. I wrote with Hip Hop Weekly for 2 years. I'm the chief editor right now of Behind the Scenes magazine. So I always was into writing things and just writing little poems and little stories and things like that. So when we started writing rhymes, it was like, all right, so you notice or not, a lot of my rhymes is like story type. It got a beginning, it got an end. I just don't rhyme from anywhere. Just pop out and say a rhyme. It got to be like a whole, this what it's about, and explaining, breaking down what it's about, and try to stay on that subject. So always was into rhyming, writing things like that. But I really got into rapping and writing rhymes. I was saying about like seriously in about 86. But in like 82, 81, I used to be writing little corny rhymes, but I wasn't really serious about it. I'd probably write it today and that's it. I won't come back to it. But once like 86, I started writing for real and taking it serious.
So, how old are you at the time? Like
Uh,
20,
nah, but like 16, like 16,
16?
17. But like
Okay.
16, 17, I started taking it serious.
And then, like, at that time, were you like participating in ciphers, or like how were you showing people your talent?
Uh, to tell you the truth, I was already used to doing talent shows because I used to do the electric boogie. I was real nice in that group. Yeah, I'm
Nice.
still nice. Yeah, I still get
Right,
busy.
right, right.
Yeah, I still get busy. So I used to be doing a lot of talent shows. And I used to see the brothers used to be there rhyming, but I was not there for that. I was there to watch them and cheer them on, but I didn't have no rhymes. So I wasn't in none of the battles. I wasn't in none of that. But once I started rhyming and writing, yeah, we was in all the contests. We won the Disco Fever contest like you seen in Crush Groove. We won that joint. We was in the Zodiac and Latin Quarters. Anywhere they had a contest at, we was there. The Devil's Nest, anywhere, the Castle, and we number one all the time. First place, first place, first place, first place, individual. And nobody never knew that we was a crew until we won the Disco Fever contest. The first time it was a tie it was three-way tie at the first time we went. So they let the crowd judge it out. I won. And my boy came in second. Then the other dude came in third. But my boy didn't accept the second place prize. He was like, "Nah, I don't want. I want to get a chance to come back next week to see if I could be in first place." So they went for it. They was like, "All right, cool." Judges like Curtis Blow and all them. So he's like, "Yeah, yeah, all right. My man gonna give up his award with money too, and the trophy." So he was like, "All right, because you don't win next week, you out of it." You know what I'm saying? So he took a strong shot. So nobody's know we was a group. The next week he went up there. He came in first place. When he came in first place, we went in the back and we was breaking the money off. He was giving me half of the money because I gave him half of my money, last week. So he gave me half of the money. DJ Starchild, rest in peace, seen it. So he was like, "Yo, are y'all a group?" So we like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh man, why you ain't get up here as a group?" And we was like, "Nah, because we always battling each other." You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to
Mm.
make sure that the both of us is nice. He was like, "Man, y'all should have went up there as a group. I'm gonna introduce y'all to my boy." So he introduced us to DJ Brucey B. Brucey B brought us down the rooftop, and Teddy Riley was down there. Cool G, Greg G from the Disco 4, they was down there, and the rest is history. We ain't had no equipment at the time because they ain't had nothing down there. Just a skating rink. But that's how the Bruce always bang and make the beat, and we just started doing routines and rhyming and getting busy. And Teddy Riley then was like, "Man, these dudes is nice." So they gave us a beat and gave the Disco 4 a beat because a couple of them still was like, nah, man, you can't just, man. They still want to shine. And those my boys now. I love them to death. Scooby and all them, I love them to death. But the next day we had to come up and see who record was gonna go. And we came up with Rap's New Generation. I forgot the song that they came up with the beat. But everybody, including them, was like, nah, 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 nah. Y'all get ahead, man. Give it to them. So big shout out to them. Even though it probably was one in the back, but the majority of them wanted us to take the beat and do Rap's New Generation. So they were supporting the new generation, taking the torch and running with it.
You know what I love about this is that I know there's gonna be people that watch this interview and they're gonna be like, I remember that. I remember when it was like, and you're gonna bring back that nostalgic feeling and that happiness that people had. At that time, do you feel that hip hop and just in general things felt more innocent?
Yeah, and it was more about it was, you were speaking about things that you was doing, but if you speaking about the positive things you was doing, you wasn't glorifying the negative things you was doing. So that's
Mm.
why when you seen and you went to a show, it probably was trouble, but the trouble came from outside because most of the rappers had on kufis or had on some type of African symbol or some type of peace symbol, and we was young, all the way from the young to the older people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a certain thing about them that it wasn't no we got together and decided we was going to do this. We just all carried ourselves in a righteous manner. From KRS-One down, everybody did. And now that I'm telling you this and I'm telling the fans this, I want all of y'all to really pay attention. And y'all gonna be like, man, this brother is 100% right. We didn't even curse in our records back in the days, man. Listen to Rock Him album. Ain't nobody cursing. Listen to KRS-One, even when he was battling Shan, they wasn't cursing. They wasn't talking about killing each other. He was talking about, I'm gonna take you out on the mic, man. I'm gonna grill you. I'm gonna take you out. And that's what it was about. Nobody was running around. Listen to Bismarck records. He wasn't cursing. Shut up, Rock. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane. And it was hard. Big Daddy Kane was hard, man. He didn't have to curse to get no point across.